welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe. So on my channel, at my community post, I said for you guys to share your unpopular opinions about Taylor Swift and like her songs or anything. And you guys definitely did that. Like, I did not expect to get this many comments, especially in a little bit over a day. So I decided to go ahead and do the video. Before I start, I want to say two things. First, thank you to my sister for letting me use her phone to read the comments off of, because I have to film on my phone. Then also, if you comment after I've already filmed the video, after it's posted or anything, I will see your comment. Don't worry about that. It just won't appear in this video. It'll probably be, if I get a bunch more comments on this post, I'll probably just do a part 2. So if your comment is not in this video, I'm very sorry, but I got so many comments that I just decided to go ahead and do the video. So let's get into it. So 1989 and Midnights deserve more praise. I think Midnights honestly is getting a lot of attention right now, which I think is a good thing, but I think also that since the Eras tour is going on, most people are just talking about that and not talking about just the Midnight songs. And 1989, I feel I guess it had its time to shine because it was a really popular album for a while. I'm not saying I hate it. I do really like a decent amount of songs on it. Evermore is underrated. I got so many comments saying that Evermore is underrated. Evermore are criminally underrated. Evermore is underrated. All this stuff about Evermore. I think it is definitely underrated. I love Evermore. If you don't know my ranking of the albums, you should go check that video out, because Evermore is really high in my ranking, but Evermore is definitely underrated. I think it definitely deserves more attention because it's a really good album. Okay. I like Debut better than Fearless. I personally like Fearless better than Debut, but sometimes my ranking will change and I like Debut better than Fearless, but it kind of depends, I guess. I really like The Archer. I really like The Archer too. I think it's a good song and I don't understand why people don't like it. Midnight Rain is actually a vibe and underappreciated. Yes. Yes. Why don't people like Midnight Rain? I don't understand it. People need to realize that Midnight Rain is a good song. Yes, it is not my top 5 favorite, but Midnight Rain is actually really good. I do really like it. Evermore and Debut are criminally underrated. I think Debut is honestly, I don't think it's underrated. I just think people do like it. I like it. I think that Taylor Swift has just improved in her music more, and lyrically and musically, I guess, and her voice and vocals have improved. So that's why people probably like Debut the least most of the time. I got a couple of comments saying Me isn't her worst or best song. Me isn't her worst. Me is overhated, stuff like that. I agree. I think Me is not a bad song. I think it's actually a pretty good song. I think that it can be overplayed if you play it every 5 seconds, but I think it is a good song. I got a bunch of comments also saying Snow on the Beach is a really good song. Snow on the Beach is underrated. All that stuff. I think it is underrated, but I think some people are starting to appreciate it more, which is good. I think it's underrated because people expected Lana Del Rey to be in it more, but I think it's a really good song, honestly. I don't really like Antihero. I'm not trying to be mean, but really? I get it. It's played every 30 minutes on the radio. But Antihero is really good. I think it's iconic. I don't know. It's fine. It's your opinion, but The Great War is underrated. Yes, that's a good song. Yes, it's underrated. Personally, I think Taylor specifically made Antihero to create a trend and advertise her album, even though she didn't need to because everyone was already dying for it. I don't know. I think she made it because it's a good song. Not to create a trend or anything, but if that's what you think. Antihero is a little overhyped. I don't think it's overhyped, I just think it's overplayed, if that makes sense. I think it deserves the credit that it's getting. 1989 deserves more love. Like I said earlier, I think that 1989 had its time to shine, and yeah, some people don't really like it as much anymore, but I mean, that's just people's opinions, I guess. Mastermind is the best song on Midnights. Mastermind is a really good song. I don't know for sure about like best. Evermore and Folklore are extremely well written. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think that's really true, honestly. All of her albums are extremely well written though, so. Me was the correct lead single for Lover. I think Me was a good single, like lead single. I guess I agree. Reputation is a little overrated. Honestly, I don't hear a lot of people talk about Reputation, so I don't know. I can't agree with that. Also, Reputation is my favorite album, so can't agree with that, honestly. I love Reputation. Evermore doesn't get the hype it deserves. Snow on the Beach gets way too much hate. We talked about that earlier. Red is so underrated. Okay, so if you've seen my unpopular opinions video, I said that Red was probably in one of my bottoms, but I re-ranked the albums and now it's like my middle favorite. So there's proof that my ranking changes all the time because I already disagree with one of the things in my unpopular opinions video. I think Red is underrated sometimes, but honestly, a lot of people I know talk about Red a lot more than other albums, so I don't know. Folklore is the best album because of the secret love triangle that Taylor snuck in there. I personally disagree that Folklore is the best album because it's not my favorite. Out of all, it's not like I hate it because it's a really good album, but my favorite is Reputation. So, but it's a really good album. Stay 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 is her worst song. I don't think it's her worst song. I just think it can get a little bit annoying because it's kind of like actually repetitive. You're on Your Own Kid is extremely underrated. Lots of comments about that. I think it is underrated. It's such a good song. I love that song very much. I think that Taylor is an amazing singer, but actually I think she is like the others. I mean, I can understand that people love her because she saved them and her music is great, really, but not better. And to me it has nothing special. Absolutely no hate to Swifties. This is my own advice. I have to disagree. Taylor Swift is probably one of my favorite singers currently. I think that Taylor Swift is a really good songwriter and she's a good singer. She is really good at like metaphor and making like lyrics. Like I completely disagree with that. Enchanted is overrated. It's a good song, but it's overrated. I have to disagree. It used to be underrated, but apparently there was this trend that like made it overrated. But yeah, it used to be underrated, but now it's overrated apparently. But I disagree because Enchanted is a really good song and I really like it. So I'm not a big fan of Speak Now. I mean, that's fine. It's completely your opinion. But Speak Now is like, it's a really good album, so I have to disagree. Taylor Swift is overrated. Not bad, just overrated. I'm glad that you added in the not bad, just overrated. That is important to add in because she is definitely not bad. She's a really good singer and songwriter and everything. I don't think she's overrated. I think she deserves all of the attention she's getting because you might think she's overrated because she just came out with a new album and everybody's talking about her and she's going on tour. So maybe that's why. But I don't think she's overrated. I think she deserves the attention she's getting. I think Afterglow is a little overrated. It's a good song, but still. People don't talk about Afterglow enough. It's a good song. I don't think it's overrated because I don't hear a lot of people talk about it unless like I'll bring it up and then people will be like, yes, Afterglow. I think it is a good song. I don't think it's overrated. It's such a good song. So that's all for now. There aren't any more opinions on there currently. So if you just added your opinion, then I'm sorry that I didn't read that, but you were just a little too late. So if you guys enjoyed this and you want a part 2, please comment down below. If you have any more unpopular opinions that you haven't said yet, comment those below and those could be in part 2. This was a lot of fun, so thank you so much for everybody who commented, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.